Let's welcome our next speaker, Mr. Obie McKenzie, a Wall Street fundraiser par excellence. Formerly a managing director at BlackRock, he's now vice chair at Cordiant Capital. He's going to share with us some financial innovations that he believes can help unlock Africa's financial future.
Well, as you know, I've spent 50 years in the Wall Street community and left BlackRock about 2 years ago to make a difference while making a living. And I thought that the best way for me to do that was to join a platform that had impact metrics that were proven not to be impact washing, but truly having an impact on those that needed to help people of color around the world. And so my preference or my contribution I chose to make to the continent of Africa. And for those who, unfortunately, in the investment community who think Africa is a country, it is a continent with 54 countries. And so part of my contribution was to help educate those that control pools of capital in the U.S. To understand that doing business in Africa was not about safaris and the like. By the way, I'm vice chairman of Cordiant Capital. Cordiant Capital is a $2 billion infrastructure platform headquartered in Montreal. Let's just take the mandate that we won from BOAD. BOAD is the largest DFI in the Francophone region. And they committed 20 million euros to a development fund to be invested in three verticals. 50% into power, and the other 50% divided between transportation and telecommunications. That's a $40 million fund, which I'm currently in the market. The main fund, which is a full-fledged infrastructure fund, is a $400 million fund, which is committed to invest in the same three verticals. Power, 50% of the investments are into power, and then the other 50% split between transportation and telecommunications. Well, needless to say, power is a much needed on the entire continent of Africa. But in the Francophone region in particular, when you look at the 25 poorest countries in the world, 6 of them are in the Francophone region. Mm-hmm. And so that really complicates the opportunity to finance these initiatives in the region. I'm encouraged by the fact that there are still institutions, Prosper Africa, USAID, DFC, IFC, and there are others that are still committed to bringing capital to the region. However, it's going to take a village. It's going to take the willingness of some firms or some organizations that are risk mitigators to join hands with pools of capital that would like to see something progressive happen. I have tried to identify companies that have deal flow in the 3 sectors that I'm talking about, who may have capital to invest, and in turn get pre-approved for equity financing for some of the projects that they have in their calendar of deal flow. For example, I'm currently working with an organization in Gambia, which has a 20-year history in power. And so they also have a fund that may be able to invest in our development fund or our infrastructure fund. And so if they have deal flow, which we could pre-approve at Cordiant, that it may make sense for them to write a check for the fund and then be a force multiplier for us unlocking some of the capital that's already been committed by BOAD. And so that's what I mean when I say that it takes a village. It really takes creative thinking as to how to bring us together. I've been in the fundraising business for a long time, and I look for any way make some progress to get more capital where capital is needed in emerging markets where there are people of color. So I'm encouraged by the fact that I think that this is not just a flash in the pan, that impact is here to stay, that making a difference while making a living, they are not mutually exclusive. And so I'm very encouraged by the fact that we're all joining together here to try to make something happen for people who really need the help.